That's quite a tough question. Without doubt, I would say that many fetishes come naturally. Um, so you can have a fascination or an interest in something, and that can develop over time into a fetish. Um, for example, one of our writers has he developed a foot fetish, and this all stemmed from his love of his mother's feet, believe it or not. Not from a sexual point of view, but simply by the way that his mother's feet looked. He was absolutely fascinated with them in childhood, and then later in life, as he grew up into adulthood, that foot fetish eventually developed into a kind of it had a sexual element attached to it as he grew up. So that's one example, I think, of an interest that turns into something a bit more, which then turns into a fetish, and then gradually a sexual element sort of comes into it. So I think that's where a sort of a fetish kind of grows naturally. But I also think that other fetishes can be purposely developed. So, you might end up maybe by accident looking at videos on a certain type of fetish, and then gradually, again over time, you find yourself becoming more and more immersed in those videos, and then that in itself then turns into a sexual fetish, and then it becomes more of a part of you as you devote more time to studying it. So something that perhaps you might see by accident online, you develop a fascination for, and then you might decide that actually then becomes a part of your life. So something that's not quite as natural as a fascination from a young age, but something that you find that you become fascinated in at a later stage in life. Maybe it might be that I'm sure there are many people out there that are into fetish, bondage, whatever, but they might not necessarily have ever crossed their mind had they not seen a movie or a video or something like that, and then that sort of in a way kind of triggers off a fascination within them to perhaps want to kind of live out that kind of that fetish or indulge in that little bit of BDSM, just as a result of like you say, watching a film, or watching a scene in a movie, that has some kind of attachment to them, and it then becomes a part of them from there on, and would develop maybe into different avenues of fetish or BDSM.